Alrighty, welcome to a 3-on-3 Power Mac draft. Sometimes you do 3-on-3s. They can be fun. They're a little grindier, a little bit less combo oriented. This pack's not great. There's like Brainstorm and Preordain. These are both fine, and Preordain's better early because you can't guarantee getting shuffle effects. There's Othari, Ren 6, Troll, Birds of Paradise, I guess. Tropical Island. This isn't a very exciting pack. I might just take Preordain here. It's just generically good, and I'm just going to get a random good card back, I think, because there's like Lingering Souls, Brainstorm. There's just like a lot of stuff in that pack. Oh, well, I'll take a Bombardiers. That card's pretty busted. Could have gone Othari into Bombardiers, but honestly, I don't even mind Preordain into Bombardiers. Taking a 5-drop first pick, I don't like doing that. Passing a Lotus Petal, a Fire Covenant, Spellbomb, Pentad Prism. What am I going to get back here? Probably not Petal Covenant or... Well, those are like the only two cards that I'm like sure are going to go. The rest, I don't know. There's a lot of different cards that like I could see Prism coming back or Spellbomb, Ghost Vacuum, Glimmerlens, any of those things. Depends if someone wants this oddity, someone wants Waterlogged Grove, perhaps. But I like the start. Getting having Preordain into Bombardiers. A lot of ways this could go. Still fairly open. And there's a Lion's Eye Diamond? Well, there we go. No. There's also Solitude. I could just take that. That is the best card in the pack. Then I wish I had taken Othari. But, is what it is. Solitude is also nice with Bombardiers. Attack, play Solitude, throw Solitude before blocks. There's two good red 3s. There's a Smuggler's Copter. I think I am going to take Solitude, especially if Daxter's took that Othari. It's just too much better than the rest of the pack. And I might get one of these red 3s back if like Copter and LED get taken and maybe one of the lands or Brazen Borrower. But we'll take Solitude and see which of these cards we're going to move away from, or if we're going to play all three, which is certainly a possibility. I have played Jeskai before. I'd be willing to try it again. And this pack, there's a Necromancy and a Bronco. There's a Cradle, Crater Maker, Rabble Master. Rabble Master is kind of nice with Bombardiers. There's Spellseeker. I'm not loving Spellseeker with this start. There's Manamorphose, which has some utility. There's Coalition Relic. I think I'm going to ignore the Solitude for this pick. I might just take Rabble Master. Let's just do that. I think that card's solid. Oh, I'm just going to take Flage now. All right, Preordain, you are out. Flage is just really good. I continually am impressed by Flage. And passing Sage of the Skies, which I like as well. Sicarian Infiltrator is good with Broadside, but I'm going to take Robber of the Rich. Oh, wait, no, I'm going to take Elspeth. Elspeth, I think, is an incredible card. So we are looking pretty slow, but you know what? Solitude helps with that. It's a free spell. Flage helps with that just because it can be pretty good against creature decks. And then Lingering Souls, Winds of Abandon, Jite, Ren 6, Birds. How did Birds and Grist come back? Isn't anyone drafting green? I don't think I want Jite. I think I just take Winds of Abandon here. I do like Lingering Souls, but I have a bunch of 3s there. And then now I definitely take Glimmerlands out. I need a 2-drop, and it's good with Bombardiers. All right. So, yes, Othari would be fine here, but I don't even really feel the lack of it too much. And honestly, if Daxter's took Othari, it's probably even better because now we're both competing for red-white, and I'm passing like the dregs and taking some pretty good ones. I just feel like it's been open, and maybe the person passing me, it's Larry Yo, might think I'm not going to draft this deck, but you know what? I will. I shall. And here, this looks like an easy Smuggler's Copter. I have a bunch of 3s already. Getting another 2 is nice. Season Pyro is good. It's quite good with Flage, for example, and it's pretty good with Elspeth, but Copter just as another 2 I think is pretty nice. Here, definitely Crater Maker. It wheeled. I do like Cradle in some of these decks, but I don't think I'm supposed to take that here. And then here, Ephemerate is interesting. I don't think I'm going to play Leyline Binding. I have Ephemerate Solitude is good. Ephemerate Flage is medium. Let's just take Ephemerate and maybe we'll pick up more cards that go with it. Here, definitely Gemstone Caverns. This deck could kill for acceleration. Guess I'll hate Grist. I think it is the best card in the pack. Oh, Steel Seraph's back. Okay, maybe we're the only person drafting red-white. That could definitely be the case. And even in a 6-player draft, if you're the only person drafting an archetype, especially like such a well-supported one like this one, that could be really good news. I do need some lands, though. I'm pretty much straight split. I have I guess slightly more white cards than red cards. Now there's a Johnny and Fable and Plateau. Brutal pack for me in that sense, but there's also Archon, Snapcaster, Volcanic. So maybe I take Fable. Oh man, a Johnny's really good. I also have a Johnny Bombardiers. I think I take a Johnny. I think it's more important than Fable here. I get to get a good 2-drop, and it works nicely with some of my cards. You know, if I'm lucky, Plateau will come back. Oh wow, this pack, Academy, not this time. Swords and Caves of Chaos Adventure. I'm just going to take Swords, I think. Swords is just too busted. Caves of Chaos Adventure is good too, but I have no acceleration and a lot of good cards at kind of 3 and 4 or 3 and 5 mana, I suppose. I just think like a Swords is going to be so much more what this deck wants than Caves of Chaos Adventure, and it's not even, I think it's pretty plausible that its Lario's not going to be able to use Caves of Chaos Adventure. Like the Seasoned Pyromancer wield, Goblin Crater Maker wield, it just feels like they passed a Bombardiers. All right, here, well, this isn't an exciting pick. I don't really want an Adeline all that much. Is there any chance I just take Touch the Spirit Realm? I don't take any of the lands or looting. I'm not going to hate one of these cards. The fact that there's not as much white and red in the pack could be good. If Daxter's isn't white-red, it's still very good. Let's see. Touch the Spirit Realm is good in this deck, but Adeline, I think, is just really good. Let's just take Adeline, because if I don't play Steel Sarah, for example, I'm not too worried. Here there's Sarah Paragon. I do like the card, but I think I need to take a cheap card. I actually think it's Selfless Spirit. I have some good cards to protect here, and I think I like that more than Cathar Commando, though Cathar Commando is really good at just providing a little disruption. I did pass an Academy. Maybe I take that because Selfless Spirit wheels a good amount of the time, I would imagine. And then here there's Stoneforge Mystic. I have a Glimmer Lens so far, but Stoneforge is very good. There's a tapped red-white land. I'm going to take Stoneforge. Jita is gone, which is not a big deal. I just think Stoneforge has the capability of being really good. Okay, pick 5. Oh, Thraben came back. There's also Mystic Confluence Colonnade. Oof. I think I will take Thraben, though, over Ghostfire Blitz Slice 2. Thraben with Bombardiers is fantastic. Let's go with Ephemerate. I could also use a 1-drop. I also am playing less red now. Like, imagine I just played Bombardiers and Flage in a mostly white deck. That wouldn't be so bad. Huh. Volcanic came back and Plateau didn't? What in the world? I think I might take it. I don't know. I'm not playing Carnosaur. I think there's just no chance I play that card. It's not like I want to splash Preordain, but I mean, I guess I could take a tapped white-blue land. I'm just going to take Volcanic. It's just the best card in the pack. Look, now I'll take Tundra. I don't need to Stoneforge for Lightning Greaves. Now I have the opportunity to splash blue. I'll take Touch the Spirit Realm here. If like Open Ancestral or Time Walk, it's always nice having blue duels for that purpose. And then Selfless and Paragon came back, so who knows, right? At this point, do I take the Sarah Paragon? I kind of think maybe I do. That's interesting. It is a nice card. All right, I'll take Sarah Paragon over Selfless Spirit here. I kind of changed my mind on that. So we'll see. Now, Virtue or Bankbuster. I think Virtue is mostly bad. I'd rather honestly have Bankbuster for the sideboard. I just don't like Virtue. I mean, it's good with Hellspeth, I guess. I just feel like you don't cast the expensive part very often. All right, I'll pass a late Otawara. I'll take a Ghostfire Slice. That's also a good sideboard card or potentially main deck card. Ephemerate, I'm also not that into running. So I have 15 cards here, and a couple red cards in the sideboard that I could play if I needed to. Bummer that Plateau got taken, though. But, all right. Take Dress Down, pass. No, I'll take the Kitten in case that they're drafting the Academy deck. Sure, I'll take Greaves now. Oath of Druids last, sure. Okay, so pack 3. This would be the time where nice little Mana Crypt, little Gleemonks, little nothing. Okay. Windswept Teeth is a white-blue duel. Fantastic. I could just take Mana Confluence, honestly. It's not exciting, but it's a red-white untapped duel. Let's see. There's Voidwalker, Dak, Pyrokinesis, Windswept Teeth, Spell Pierce, Corpse Dance, Currency Converter. Maybe I get Pyrokinesis back. Maybe I get Sanguine Evangelist back. Whatever, I'm just going to take Mana Confluence. I don't need to take another card. Like if I took the Heath and then didn't get a white-red land, it's such a disaster. Here I'll just take Path. I think I'll wheel Cauldra Complete. Wow, this pack has a lot of cards I want. Path, Giver, Cauldra. Yeah, I guess Samwise and Bobble or whatever. Passing an Underworld Breach, that's fine. I'll take Path here. Oh, White Plume Adventure? Okay, and Fourth Earlingus, huh? I think I just take White Plume. At this point, I don't have any acceleration. White Plume is a fantastic card. I mean, they're both fantastic cards. I think I'll just go with that. Let's go to Sarah Paragon. Let's go to the Ephemerate and touch the Spirit Realm. Maybe I'm doing something there. This pack has an Urza and a Snuff Out. There's also Jacked Rabbit, and Thalia. This looks like a Thalia deck to me. I think Thalia is going to be good in this deck. And now, a white-red land. I guess I'll take that. Pretty hard to pass that up, I would say. Okay. At this point, this Tundra and this Volcanic aren't doing anything, which is fine. So we'll see which I... Okay, I'm a lot less worried about the passing the Academy this way, because now we're just passing Retrofitter back. Oust versus Council's Judgment. I actually think it's Oust. Oust is just such an efficient removal spell. It is kind of nice. This deck has actually great removal. It has all three of the incredibly good white one-drop removal spells. Okay, so this is 19 playables. I mean, at this point, Steel Seraph is actually looking pretty good. I could Ephemerate. I have Steel Seraph, Solitude, White Plume. Sometimes Flage is okay. It's just a Lightning Bolt. Okay, Windswept Heath came back, but I already know I'm not going to get a red-white land. So, I guess there's no reason to take that. I think I just take Sanguine Evangelist, which is kind of weak, but I'm not playing Luris. Sanguine Evangelist actually seems like it'd be fine in this deck. So I will take it. And Cauldra came back. It's more important to take that than Giver, unfortunately. Though, it's not a 0% chance that someone takes Curiosity, Teferi, Bauble, Peatland, Questing Beast, and maybe I get back Giver Runes? Okay, well, we got Cauldra in here. This is 23 without anything else. Oh, Exorcise, Godless Shrine. Let's take Exorcise and maybe I'll side it in. I don't want Dragon's Rage Channeler because the mana is going to be fine in this deck. I only have 2 red cards. The Bombardiers is too good not to play. And at that point, I think I'll play Flage even if the mana is a little awkward. I have White Plume to go fix my lands too. And I don't think I need to play Cratermaker or Rabble Master here. So let's just go with this. Passing Siegebreaker, Godless Shrine. Yeah, these are all fine to pass. Jacked Rabbit came back, huh? Am I in? It's a good card. I could put Lightning Greaves in my deck. I don't think I'm going to play Glorybringer, and I don't mind passing Mightstone or Glorybringer. Yeah, I think Jacked Rabbit could make an appearance here. And here, Sunfall, Eagles, Namesticker, and Formal Wear. This actually looks like a nice Formal Wear deck. So let's take that. Passing a Sunfall, unfortunately. And Council Judgment. So yeah, no one is playing white. I'm not going to take Talisman. I just don't have that much to ramp to. It's all 3 drops. All right, we'll definitely hate the Ballista. All right, Giver time. All right, there we go. So I feel like I had the most open deck in existence, and it would have been nice to get that plateau back, but otherwise this worked out pretty well, especially for not having power. All right, let's go build this. Alrighty, so yeah, we ended up with a pretty reasonable deck, but I think for given the packs we opened, this is about as good as we could do. Just we were the only white drafter, or only heavy white drafter. There will be other people with white cards in their deck, and we got, I think, a pretty good deck. I mean, for not opening power, this is totally fine. So here I'm gonna play like probably 10 plains. That would be 4 mountains, and that also leaves Sunbaked Canyon, Mana Confluence. You know what? I think I'm gonna play a mountain over a Gemstone Caverns. This is 12 white and 7 red, which I think is fine, especially with White Plume. I do have to cut 4 cards. I'm going to cut Winds of Abandon because I have so much good removal. I have Oust, Pass Swords. I've got to cut Ephemerate. I just can't really justify it alongside Steel Seraph, which also would have been good with Ephemerate. And then my last cut, I don't think it's touched the Spirit Realm. I've got a good amount of combos with that. It might be... Is there any chance it's Flage? Maybe it's just Jacked Rabbit. It's a little slow. Yeah, all right. I think I'm going to go with this. But let's take a look at my teammates' decks. I've got Jay Ready here. Took my plateau on just green ramp with Sneak. Got the Caves of Chaos Adventure and Dungeoneer, Pyrokinesis, Othari. Okay, a lot of the cards I was actually worried about facing too. With Mox Diamond, Mana Vault, lots of good fixing, a bunch of green ramp spells. That's not bad. And then Jorge here with Mana Crypt, Mox Pearl, Time Walk. I like that. Blue Black, Fallen Shinobi, Archon, Enduring Curiosity, Kaito. Oh yeah, with Freebooter and all that stuff. And Chain of Smog, Sedgemoor Witch. All right, this looks pretty cool. All right, I like our shot here. All right, time for round one. I'd like to play first. Winning the die roll's nice. Mulliganing less nice. Okay. Okay, I'm 3 hands deep and I've seen 1 land. I guess I'll keep this rather than go to 4. So I'll put back Elspeth and I'll put back Adeline. Yeah, I guess so. Well, this could be a short game, I guess. This at least is a really good hand if I draw a land. All right, let's go. All right, painful, but you know we'll take it. Let's go Stoneforge Mystic. Hopefully they don't have Stern Scolding here. I'll get Cauldra. Pass the turn. Consider acceptable. Also, them casting Consider here. Oh, Milling Echo. Well played, I guess. Them casting Consider not in response to Stoneforge means they either don't have Force of Will in their deck or they wouldn't Force of Will the Stoneforge. All right, Abrade is acceptable land. Land there would have been so good. Like, I actually think I'm in a pretty good shape to win that game, or this game, if I drew a land there. But I guess if they have a counter here, maybe not. I don't know. If I just thought of, oh, Days. All right, well, that's actually certainly less. Land there would have been less good. In fact, it might be good I didn't draw land. Because if I get to slam White Plume here, that'll work out nicely. Well, I would still rather draw land, because if they daze the White Plume, I could then cast Pre-War Formalware. All right, well, having your first 2 lands be pain lands really does suck, but I'm kind of getting there. I have a White Plume in play if they don't have Malcolm or something. No? They don't have anything? All right. What are you going to do? Echo of Eons here? I have a Council's Judgment. All right, well, let's go to Forge. And if they've got a removal spell, they've got a removal spell. Send. Okay. I guess I'll play Pre-War Formalware then. Feels like I should use my mana. And they weren't killing this White Plume, so feels reasonable to do this. Get back Stoneforge Mystic will be the play. And I still even have Glimmerlens to go get, which is kind of nice. I was kind of ready to just Pre-War Formalware back the White Plume after they killed it, because I thought that's what they were setting me up for, but would not appear so. Then maybe a Force of Negation pitching Treasure Cruise. Sure. All right, I'll allow that. So Daze and Force of Negation. And now they're Imperial Sealing. Well, they don't have a whole lot more time here. They could have like Breach combo. I don't really have much in the way of actual disruption here, so let's go to Trap. Trap you. This looks like straight up combo here. Thraben Inspector. I think I'm actually just going to sack Sunbaked Canyon. Okay, I don't really even know what I'm looking for here, but let's play Thraben. I don't think I need to do anything else. And pass, and if I get Breach, Underworld Breach, Brain Freeze, then I guess I get Underworld Breach, Brain Freezed. Because we did see Breach and LED, and they did Imperial Seal here. So, there's definitely a chance we're just dead. But, you know, we'll see. They haven't really been doing anything over there. They've cast Abrade, Daze, and Force of Negation on 3 of my spells, and that's about it. Oh, Flash. Main phase Flash World Spine. Okay, why are we main phasing this? Oh, is it to like shallow grave the world spine also? Hmm. Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. Sure. Okay. So I get to send with that. And here's where all my pain lands really messed me up. Yeah, I guess I am going to lose. Let's crack this clue. Maybe I'll draw Solitude. Okay, I guess it's kind of forced. I block there. Go to 2. They get the initiative. They're at 3. I don't actually have a way to get through here. I could draw Bombardiers. I would win the game if I drew that. All right. That's going to be my plan here. I can kill 2 of the worms, but that is certainly not enough. All right. Unfortunate. Okay. I mean, as it turns out, I think I would have lost even if I hadn't taken all that extra damage because... no, that's not necessarily true because then I kill 2 of the worms and then I still have a white plume. Anyways. Playing against combo. I guess this oust could be unnecessary and I might want like... I don't think winds is good. I think Jackrabbit just has another creature. I wonder if Lightning Greaves is something. Touch Spearum is fine. My instant speed removal is fine. All right, I think I'll just go like this. I don't have Containment Priest. I don't have Reprieve. These are some of the better cards in this kind of matchup. Okay, let's not mold a 5, huh? Well, we're not starting the right way. Okay, I guess I'll keep this hand. Yeah, keep Godra Complete. And they are mulling as well. So now I'm going to go turn 1 Thraben, turn 2 a Johnny, and turn 3 Bombardiers. That'd be nice. Okay, well, at least I'm not going to take 7 damage from my lands over the first 3 turns. So there's that. Sheldock Isle. That's not too big of a concern because I think most of our games here are not going to last until there's 20 cards in someone's deck, but you never know. Okay, Elspeth is a card for the future, perhaps. Hit for 1. Nah, it's actually not that far away. It wouldn't be crazy for me to path my own Thraben next turn if I drew a land to get to Elspeth earlier. Especially since there's a chance they might kill my Johnny or something. Let's send... I could crack the clue now. I don't think that does too much for me. I want to keep up path regardless. I don't think I'm going to crack this or path my thing end of turn. It depends what they do. Oh, Fable, huh? Sure. Okay, any Bombardiers? So if I draw a land here, yeah, maybe that. Could get Elspeth out. Make 2 tokens. All right, well, I'm not going to path their goblin anyway, so let's just do this. Let's get a plains. Let's take my turn. Bombardiers would still be incredible. Oh, interesting. Cathar Commando. That doesn't do much for me either. Let's just play Elspeth. Try to get something going. They can't daze. They don't have any islands. And let's make 2 soldiers. And then I'm going to pass the turn, and I'm going to block the goblin with my cat warrior so that I can flip a Johnny, or at least offer that. Obviously, there's a lot they could have here. They could wait till I block and then abrade the Johnny. You know, there's things they can do. I do have Solitude up, which is kind of nice. There's a chance that I get to fire off a Solitude against like a shallow graved thing, but well, there's Gristlebrand. Solitude and Gristlebrand is not ideal. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to. That's what it seems like. This looks like Shallow Grave. Though, if you have Shallow Grave, yeah, you just slam it. All right. I'm gonna Solitude now. So they can't see force off of those cards. Though they could, because they're about to gain 7, they could do this again. Oh, is this hard cast days? Yeah, I guess I'm dead. Well, my deck is certainly not good against a combo deck, and things really just didn't work out for me, huh? This kills Elspeth. Yeah, I can't block. And then, okay, they didn't draw any more cards. I mean, if I draw Bombardiers here, it's a pretty strong card. It could get something done. Discard a bunch of islands. All right. Well, I guess the Shelldock Isle is coming to roost here. All right, let's draw. Yeah, Glimmerlands is really not going to do it, but I guess I'll keep playing. Glimmerlands. Equip the Cat Warrior. Attack with these two. I guess I'll throw the other soldier in once I'm attacking with one. Might as well. Mountain, they can block a soldier token. I assume they're not blocking Cat Warrior. Okay. I would put our chances of winning at probably like 3%. 1 out of 30, around 1 out of 30 times from this position I win. They have Shell.com, they have 7 cards in their hand. I mean, I guess they're technically losing on board a little bit, but not by a lot. And that does not factor in the 7 cards they have plus the shell dock they get to use. So I'm mostly staying in for the off chance that like a Johnny and the cat are still in play and I draw Bombardiers and can like pull out some kind of miracle, throw the cat for 2, flip a Johnny, deal some more. But it seems pretty unlikely to me. I guess we get to see some new cards here too. Okay, and it didn't attack with Goblin or do anything else. I mean, sure. Well, let's go to attack. I've got Sarah Paragon is at least a good card. Attack with these two. I don't think I want to attack with the Johnny. I just feel like my Sarah Paragon getting countered would just be too much of a liability at that point. Okay. Bowmasters. They're going to ping that. They're not going to ping the Ajani down, huh? Draw. Okay. Yeah, that's something. I mean, there's, like I said, there's a chance here. Let's play Sarah Paragon, and I can play Sunbaked Canyon after that. And I guess just pass the turn. So here comes Shelldock. No, either I think meaning to activate Shelldock here. Yeah. World Spine Worm. Oh, Flash. Okay. They're gonna shuffle whatever they Imperial Sealed for, so that's a way to do things, I guess. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna win this game, but the Bombardiers makes it like not 0%. Let's see. Can I keep a Johnny and the cat in play? I might be able to. Because right now, I take 15 off the worms. I go to 4. The reflection can copy a worm. That puts me to -1. But blocking with Sarah Paragon puts me up to 3. And then they can also attack with Goblin Shaman and Orc Army. I can block one of them. Go back down to 1. Then I can crack Sunbaked Canyon, gain 2 life, go up to 3, and then Bowmasters triggers once. That's not the end of the world. That's setting aside any card they have in their hand. But, you know, we'll see. I don't really have a choice here. My moves are pretty much written in stone. I've got to try to keep a Johnny and the cat alive so I can go Bombardiers, attack, throw cat. Okay, they're not reflectioning, so they have Bowmasters to reflection, but that doesn't necessarily end things. Oh. Okay, well, if that's the attack, I think I'm just going to block there, take 15 here, and then keep my Sarah Paragon alive. And see what they do with this treasure. They have a lot of mana here. Echo Vion's Bowmaster. Ah. Okay. Fair enough. All right, we got dumpstered this round. We all lost. I'm playing against Sam, who... This never happens to me. I'm jealous. I truly, truly am. Sam got like 5th pick Academy, 7th pick Retrofitter. Just never happens. But so it goes. I will keep this hand. No red mana, but I have Glimmerlands into Cathar Commando. And Cathar Commando against an Academy deck is kind of nice, especially with pre-war Formware to bring it back maybe. So let's keep it. I mean, we're still... I'm not loving the hand, but... Okay, Waterlogged Grove as land 2 is something. Young Nathan, huh? So what am I going to do here? I can Glimmerlens. I think I'll Glimmerlens, because if I draw red to go with Glimmerlens and just get to play Bombardiers, attack, draw a card, throw Glimmerlens, like that's incredible. Oh man, are we going to get Time Twistered here? He also has Underworld Breach? I don't even think we saw that in round 1. No, we're not getting Time Twister. We're getting Asika's Charioted. All right. Red still is incredible, though. Guess I'll pass the turn. Don't think it really makes sense to attack here in any way, shape, or form. I'll let him crew his Asika's Chariot before doing... play Cathar Commando in response. All right. Nathan getting swole here. I'm never not drafting artifacts again. This is outrageous. Look at this. That's not true. I don't get the chance to draft artifacts because they don't pass me Academy. So what now? I think, besides the fact that Nathan's going to pummel me, just like Nathan when I play him in real life, I can kill Asika's Chariot. Woohoo. Well, at least my teammates also got beaten badly, so yeah. Slamming a Hull Breacher here, okay. Main phase Hull Breacher. Oh, then crewing that way, sure. All right, I'll blow up the Chariot. I'm going to take it because I really want to draw Bombardiers here, and that actually gives me a chance still. Well, guess Council's Judgment on Hull Breacher. Play Thraben, pass the turn. I'm just scared of letting him untap with Hull Breacher, and it also turns off the Glimmerlens and the Clue. Academy Retro? Nice. What do we got? Relic. Yeah. It's not getting better for me out here. Brazen Borrower to token. All right. Murderized. All right. I guess I could put an Exorcise. That is probably good. And Winds is probably... Well, I already took the Winds out. Oust, probably not good. The instant speed removal is better. Crater Maker, also something I'm interested in putting in. I don't think I want Ballista. I'm going to take out Sanguine Evangelist. It's just kind of slow. All right. Let's try this again, shall we? All right. This is the best hand I've had so far by a lot. Turn 1 Thraben, turn 2 Smuggler's Copter, turn 3 Bombardiers, Cathar Commando to blow up an artifact. If this doesn't do it, then I don't have high hopes. But also I don't have high hopes. Well, maybe we'll come back. Maybe we'll come back. 0-3 down a game. And by down a game, I mean down 2 games, because my teammate's also down a game. Hey, look, if you're going to get just slammed, you might as well make it all happen in the same draft, right? You don't get any points losing 5-4 instead of 0-5, and sometimes you get beaten badly. Okay. I'm going to play my Bombardiers. I'm going to crew the Copter. That's it. On the board. I won a game. Whoa, baby. First time I get to side in Gemstone Caverns because I've lost every game. Let's take out a Plains for that one, I think. All right. Let's get in there, shall we? My 1, 2, 3 worked. All right. Keep this too. Turn 1, Thraben. Turn 2, Crack a Clue. Turn 3, White Plume. And Gemstone Caverns would have been so good in this hand. This is the kind of hand where it's like, oh, I just need a little bit of more speed. I feel like it's not going to be fast enough on the draw. But, oh, okay. Drawing Cathar Commando is pretty nice because that gives me something to do on turn 2 that's actually pretty relevant. And then turn 3, I can White Plume. And Sam had no turn 3 play. All right. Ooh, he's not going to get to Hole Breacher or Time Twister me, at least not naturally here. Oh, Bomba? I do like Bomba, but I think I should just play White Plume first. Send for 4. White Plume, get this ticking. Okay. Yeah, that's bad. Let's hope what he does isn't... Okay, I have a Cathar Commando for that at least. Just got Mystical Tutor for Time Twister, I guess. Crack it and Time Twister. All right. Yeah, I mean, it could be worse. We've got... Sam played his land already. He did drew a Mox, so now he's up to 3 mana with the Opal because the Opal's on now too. So that's a lot worse for me. Bending Tameo into Mind Stone. Okay, well, he can't have mana drain up. I guess hit for 4 here. And let's just go Council's Judgment. Okay. To rematch, sure. I'll blow up Relic of Sorin with Cathar Commando. I don't like it, but I feel like it's just too bad to not blow that up. Mana drain into Relic Time Twister. Yeah, it's pretty good. Brainstorm? Okay. Next turn, I can go with Johnny plus Council's Judgment. He's got the fetch too. Very nice. And passing the turn, interesting. Technically, you could activate Restless Vinestalk. I kind of don't think that's what's going to happen here, so I'm just going to attack. That's what it wants to do. I could like path it too. Really? Oh no, this is Sicarian Infiltrator. All right. I just look. I get to spectate this particular draft. The good news is, don't think we're gonna have to play round 3. All right, yeah, Thraben's dead. It's dead as a doornail. I didn't even really have a good play here. I'm glad I killed the relic. That would have been another thing. Again, Elspeth, make 2 tokens. I guess that's what I do. Wow, that's bad. It's not even gonna be good against Restless Vinestalk here, but at least it burns his turn. He's also got a million cards in hand because he just drew 3 cards, so I feel like he's probably going to have better things to do than animate Vinestalk. Indeed. Attack Elspeth. Yeah, I guess I'll double block one of them. Trade a soldier for a 1/2. Hole Breacher. Nice. Surely this can't go wrong. Time Warp. Okay. We've already used the Time Twister and the Tameo's gone. Do Vinestalk's getting in? Jeez, okay. It's attacking me? No, let's see. So this is attacking Elspeth. This is attacking, and they're all attacking me, and I can't block. All right. Elspeth is dead. Okay, I mean, we've got some moves here. So let's go. I have 6 mana. I think Flage, Ajani, Council's Judgment here or sorry, Flage of Johnny, leave a path here. I will deal 3. I think I hit the duelist here. And then play a Johnny. And I mean, if he doesn't have any actual action, is just trying to kill me with his assorted things, it's not so bad. He didn't crack the Mind Stone end of turn. And I have Path for Hull Breacher if like something gets out of pocket. Or most likely Path for Restless Vinestalk. And then next turn, I could, he's not going to Vinestalk. He's just going to chill. Okay. Coalition Relic, sure. I can't quite bring Flage back, but we're not that far away. Okay, well, I think I'm going to go Council's Judgment here. Eat the Hull Breacher. Play Smuggler's Copter. And 10. Yeah, hit with the Cat Warrior. I'm really not that worried about the Restless Vinestalk attacking me anymore. Not only do I have the Path, I also, now the Flage kind of put an end to his aggressive dreams. So maybe if Sam just draws nothing from here on out, I mean, Chariot is good. All right, I'm going to crack Clue end of turn. I mean, I'm like a Bombardier's away from doing some real good stuff. Okay, Pre-War Form War is interesting. There's a Stone Forge. Is it 8? I mean, I think I'm going to crew Copter and attack. Then I won the match. Look at that. Got him. Well, that was unexpected, but he time twisted into whiffs, infiltrated into whiffs after all this card draw, and we kind of ground him out with our sorted just... There's a one commenter who hates it, but I call them idiots. But come on, these were idiots. Look at my little idiots to go. All right, let's see if we're going to get around 3. My teammate already lost, so if my second teammate loses, then we're done here, and I'm not going to be playing an extra round, but let me find out. All right, we're going to find out if we get around 3, or we're going to watch us lose and not get one. So Jorge's down here. He's our teammate whose, reminder, has Mox, Mana Crypt, Time Walk in his deck, which unfortunately has at least not drawn Mox or Mana Crypt, based on the fact that he hasn't played either of those things. I guess there's worlds where you draw Mana Crypt and you don't play it. But I don't think that's what's happening. I think he just has not drawn them. So let's see. Playing against Daxers here, who will be our last opponent if we do win this game. End of turn. Floodpits Drowner, which is kind of nice. If you remember, my teammate has Kaito and Fallen Shinobi and Enduring Curiosity. So random flash creatures are actually like not bad. Daxers is going to take this opportunity to strike or something. Or just, into Snuff Out. Smart. Okay, well, Jorge can now land go here. Don't love that. That puts a pretty good big limit on, like, you can rule out a decent amount of cards by just going land go. No, like, Kite Seal freebooters. Could have Time Walk and want to set up a better Time Walk later. Not sure. Snuff Out is a pretty good way to balance a double Triumph start. Double Triumph Land Cycler start. So, like, the first 2 turns doing nothing but developing the mana base, but then playing a 0 mana spell is pretty good. So, played a Plains instead of Godless Shrine. So, you got to start thinking of what... Ooh, nice. I like having extended turn plays. This is the most ninja I've ever seen. You Corpse Dance a Floodpits Drowner. That's kind of nice, though, because now Daxers has to either deal with the Floodpits Drowner or risk getting ninja'd. And Kaito is hexproof, so if you ninja Kaito, then you kind of got a burn a removal spell here. It does still trade for a Corpse Dance, so it's not nothing, but... What a way to counter Corpse Dance. I've never seen this before. All right. I mean, I have seen Necromancy counter other animates, but this is really funny. I'm glad we got to tune in. Well, Floodpits Drowner is back. I mean, you could also just go land Kaito here. Well, not if it's a Xander's Lounge, I suppose. Sedgemoor Witch, okay. So we got a 3/2 Menace and threatening infinite tokens with Chain of Smog. Will also be kind of like a Monastery Mentor itself, so not the worst thing in the world. Metamorphose. Dax broke up Daxter's sick Eagles Necromancy combo. Cycle Eagles Necromancy at 3 mana, 3/3 flying. Not even good and limited these days. Okay, what is Metamorphose getting us? Blue-black. And we know Daxter's has the 4th land, still has Godless Shrine in hand. So, certainly not missing a land drop this turn, but casting Metamorphose first to see which land you want to play. And then after that, cycling Oliphant. Okay. I think my matchup against Daxter doesn't look too bad. This is a lot of spinning wheels. I could come out of here with the 2/1. Easy, easy. Into Unholy Heat, pay 3 life. Sure. There goes the Sedgemoor Witch. Well, I hope Jorge has Kaito and just, plays Colonnade. So what did he get? Mountain Godless Shrine in hand? Yeah, this really isn't looking too bad for my team here. It's going to depend a lot on what Jorge has in hand, but it's currently 6 land versus 4 land here. If this is the Time Walk, this is like not that exciting of a Time Walk, to be honest. Oh, Emperor Bones. That's nice. Oh, into Entomb? This is just game over. Emperor Bones Archon? There we go. All right. I think this only gets us a game 3, though. I don't even think this necessarily wins us the match, but we'll see in a second here. Okay. I mean, this is just a clean 12. All right, we're going to game 3. Let's do it. All right, so game 3, Daxter's went Plains Go, which probably means cycling a land cycler end of turn is my assumption. Oh, okay, there we go. One of the Moxes is in. In Mana Crypt, you wouldn't play turn 1 unless you had something to do with it, so feeling good about the possibilities of a double, maybe even triple power hand. Turn 2, land, Mana Crypt, creature. That's a different land cycler. Daxter's is just cooking here. All the Mardu land cyclers. This time not getting one of the triumphs we saw last game, but an Undercity Sewers. You know, if you have another land cycler, you might cycle it here instead of... So you're not going to cycle it after Surveil. So, okay, at least this is a nice slow start. Bin's Passageway Seer. Interesting. Could be because Daxter's needs more land. It could also just be got other 4s in hand and don't have a good 3 mana play yet. Or you just think it's too slow. All right, Jorge, time for some good moves. Okay, just playing a 3-drop on turn 2, whatever it is. I don't mind it. Okay, this is among the weaker ones you could have played. Lily on an empty board it's okay because sometimes your opponent doesn't have a good creature to play, or like doesn't have a haste creature, so they're just locked into their first creature dying, and you know that's good. The reason I'm saying it's just okay is like you +1 here. It's kind of even. Maybe you get an advantage because if Jorge discards like Archon of Cruelty, obviously that's a little better. And then they get to remove Liliana and you never really got that nice 2-for-1. Whereas if you wait till they play a creature and you go Lily, make them sack, you get a 2-for-1. But I assume Jorge just didn't have, discarding Corpse Dance really does indicate we're not reanimating anytime soon here. Yeah, so I guess the Lily was just the best play, had nothing else to drop. You got to use your mana somehow, but I'm a lot less optimistic than when we started the turn. Daxter's. That was not the way to play it. If you have another land cycle, you're just supposed to cycle then play Sewers, because what if Daxter's kept a good card on top? It turned out Daxter's didn't, but had he kept a good card on top, you couldn't land cycle then, so... Mistake. I'm watching from the sky, criticizing, because my match is done. All right, what do we got? Kite Sail Freebooter. This is before using Liliana. This could be Reprieve. Is the card that would make the most sense here. Oh, Shielded Edict. Okay. So the Liliana couldn't have been that bad if Daxter's was willing to let Jorge use it. Let's see what do we got? Oh, geez. Unholy Heat, Fourth Earlingus, No More Lies? I see. So it was leaving up No More Lies. Chose to do that instead. So Daxter's has no land yet. Jorge has 3 cards in hand. Drew Inquisition. Yeah, I mean, that was an okay draw. We'll see what Jorge has, I guess. And now you're leaving up No More Lies and Unholy Heat. No More Lies can counter whatever Jorge plays next, and Unholy Heat can kill the freebooter. Takes life, death. Reveals Flood Pitch Drowner, Life, Death, and Archon. Oh, not using the Liliana first. Meant got stuck with Archon in hand. Oh my god. Had Jorge plus Liliana first, probably would have won this game. Because the turn he is setting up Freebooter plus Life Death on the same turn. So imagine Jorge plus Liliana, discard an Archon, cast Freebooter. Now the Shield's Edict doesn't stop Life Death, and if Daxter's lets it resolve, you just take No More Lies, then Archon. The Archon would have eventually gotten killed, but pretty big misstep, I think. Not using your Planeswalkers, I don't know. I think I would have just plussed before. Generally is what you want to do. All right, so Unholy Heat. All right. So if Jorge draws another discard effect, this could go pretty well. Right, what's in the hand? Oh, Flood Pitch Drowner. That's the card. Archon, Flood Pitch Drowner X versus No More Lies, Fourth Earlingus, huh? Well, this is a close game still. See, Daxter's could play Fourth Earlingus for 2, but then Flood Pitch Drowner taps Concealing Curtains end of turn, and then you get to... So this is just flipping curtains here. So it's going to be Flood Pitch Drowner in response, tap the curtains. Daxter's is probably going to decline to take Archon. Oh, Limdual's Vault. That's pretty nice. You could set up Fallen Shinobi with that. You could set up Kaito. And then Daxter's can't obviously take the Archon here with the Concealing Curtains. That doesn't really make sense. All right, interesting. Okay, so Limdual's Vault resolved. Paid a couple life here. Curtains transforms. You don't have to take a card. I would be shocked if if Daxter's took a card. So that was pretty good for us that Jorge got to spend all his mana, play all his cards, and have the Revealing Eye Flip do basically nothing. So I'm kind of expecting a Fallen Shinobi here. But I guess we got new plans. Oh, Enduring Curiosity. Okay, that could be kind of nice, especially if you've set your top card up to be like, I don't remember if Jorge has that Thoughtseize or not. Because Revealing Eye is stunned for another turn too. Okay, and Fourth Earlingus for 2 is just not going to do that much here. Yeah, this is pretty good. Any of the ninja cards would have been pretty good there. Kaito would have been the worst, I think. So here you're kind of hoping Daxter's doesn't draw a land, but even if Daxter's does and casts Fourth Earlingus for 3, you block 2 of them. Oh, you probably just block 1 of them, take 4, Daxter's gets the Monarch for a turn, loses a 2/2, you attack back for 6, draw 2 cards, and take the Monarch back. All right, little Flood Pitch Drowner and Limdual's Vault have actually put Daxter's into kind of a bind here. Could we be mounting the greatest comeback ever seen? Okay, looks like he might just have to cast Fourth Earlingus here. No, Seasoned Pyro. Well, none of that was a really good draw. Wow. Discards Oliphant, No More Lies, keeping the Fourth Earlingus. Because that stops that puts 3 ground creatures into play. All right, that's pretty good. Leaving Fourth Earlingus unknown as the last card. Well, let's hope the other cards Jorge Limdual's vaulted into were good. Still got Archon in hand. Trinket Mage. Okay. Would have been sick if Time Walk was somewhere in here. Oh, Trinket Mage is nice because that means Jorge drew the best card out of the last two and then got to shuffle into Preacher of the Schism. Okay. You know, I don't hate this setup. This is looking like it's just going to be a pretty close game here. So now we've got Archon in hand. Oh, we're only one land away from just casting Archon. That's pretty nice. And the No More Lies got discarded because, you know, Daxter's had to. Okay, so now all we need to do is draw lands or spells are both pretty good. This fourth Theolingus is not looking like it does that much right now, because Preacher and Enduring Curiosity are great blockers. We might be getting back into this. I like how Jorge has played this. I didn't like the Liliana turn so much, you know, for the reasons I described, but like that was your only point of failure, is your Liliana getting blown up before you could discard Archon. So you should probably do that first. But this is now looking pretty good. Slamming Archon, I assume, is going to be pretty instrumental in winning the game and getting to and drawing a spell. Otherwise, still fine. Revealing Eye can't even really attack. Can block with Preacher plus like Flood Pit's Drowner. So this Daxter's is targeting themselves. So that's interesting. I guess a reason to do that is to decide whether you should just cast Fourth Earlingus here and see if that does something. Okay. This looks like something else. Necromancy. I guess Oliphant? Or could get passageways here. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, Troll of Khazad-dûm. All right. Well, now, if Jorge draws a land, it doesn't even have to be a swamp either, any land. Gets to Archon and makes Daxter's discard the fourth. So certainly we want land more than anything else. I don't think there's a spell. Oh, no, it doesn't discard the fourth because he draws a card off the bauble. All right, lost the flip, but drew a land. Yeah, there we go. Archon of Cruelty comes down. Daxter has to discard maybe fourth, but probably just the other card. And has one turn, one draw step to draw an answer to Archon, or is basically just dead. I can't imagine an Archon attack. Oh, discards fourth. That's kind of bad news for us, just because it means Daxter's card is better than fourth. You don't really like that. Oh, and we're tied now? That's actually kind of nice, because now the Preacher does both things. And either eats Troll or eats Revealing Eye plus Elemental Token, or gets chumped by Elemental Token. I don't think Daxter's is going to get hit and let Jorge draw a card. That doesn't really make sense to me. Can even triple block Troll here with Flood Pit's Drowner, Trinket Mage, Vampire Token. Okay, so trades for Eye plus token. Yeah, I mean, we're honestly getting to the point here where I think Daxter's might be behind, even if it has an answer to Archon. Of course, there's some answers that put you well ahead. Fracture Identity would be a good example of such, but just killing the Archon is kind of not going to do it. Because then you kind of have to keep Troll back, but Jorge has just drawn two cards, will draw a third card, and can maybe just attack with everything, throw away a card and get two creatures through, draw two more cards off of an Enduring Curiosity. Like Seasoned Pyro blocks Vampire Token, Troll blocks Enduring Curiosity, Daxter's takes 4. You lose a token, the Curiosity flips into an enchantment, and you draw 2 cards. Sounds pretty good to me. Could also just triple block here and just takes it. Yeah, that's fine. That's a little bit riskier given the circumstances, because with Mana Crypt in play, but I guess Sunfall is the reason not to do that. I wonder if you want to block there with some combination of things. Oh, Chaos Defiler killing the Archon. All right. Not ideal. Okay, it'd be nice to win this flip, though. Lost the flip. Now we're at 5. Yeah, that's kind of why I like triple blocking the Troll here. But I'm hoping Jorge has Emperor of Bones here. That would be a windmill slam. I mean, there are a bunch of other cards that would be good in this spot. This is 4 mana. Kaito, this could like lock down Chaos Defiler. And then you attack. Could also lock down the Troll. Time Walk would be an amazing card to have right now, because that would give Jorge the ability to lock down Chaos Defiler, attack with everything, draw a bunch of cards, cast Time Walk, and probably win on the following turn. So it'll really depend on... Okay, I do like locking down the Chaos Defiler, because that means Jorge's going to make like an offensive play here, which I really like. Oh, is this Emperor of Bones? Oh, Chain of Smog. Get your last card. Sure, this is the time to cast it, because... You have no cards in hand, so Daxter's copying it back to you doesn't do anything. So now the question is, can you attack? Could attack with Enduring Curiosity only. And then have 3 things back. Oh, Snuff Out in response. Okay, well, it comes back as an enchantment at least. Now can you attack? Kind of not. Yeah, I guess pass. Daxter's has 1 new card. Wow, I think Daxter had Chaos Defiler into Snuff Out. And drew another spell here. Selfless Spirit in this deck is pretty weird, but okay. Yeah, in comes the Troll. I mean, this is kind of forced. The one thing that's nice is you do get to, like... Is this attacking Kaito? Huh. Daxter's could have just taken a 50-50 to win the game, but I think this is a reasonable line, too. If Daxter sacks Selfless Spirit here, then you can Drowner the Chaos Defiler and do a reshuffle if you want. I mean, you should, but... Yeah, that didn't happen. All right, well... Oh, no, it wouldn't have been 50-50 who could win the game because of the lifelink. So, yeah, attacking Kaito is definitely right. Well, Emperor of Bones here. Emperor of Bones or bust. And Jorge Taylor lost the flip again. And drew a land, and that'll do it. All right. All right. Well, we are toast. All right, well, thus ends this draft. Yeah, this was an average Boros deck. I feel like, from what I saw of Daxter's decks, I think I was probably ahead there just because, I mean, Snuff Out's very good, but his deck looked a little clunky, and this is just straight up, like, mediocre Boros. 6 out of 10 Boros, maybe 6.5 out of 10. It had, what, Broadside Bombardiers, Solitude, White Plume, Swords, Path, a Johnny... Or like my cards that I consider pretty premium with, like, you know, Thalia, Adeline, Stoneforge. These are all like fine cards. My mana wasn't great. I had Giver and Oust. Yeah, I mean, this was an okay deck. It wasn't a great deck. Wasn't a terrible deck. Got kind of lucky to beat the Academy deck. Lost to the Flash deck. And then was going to get to play 5-color Fair in the last round. But you know what? That's the way the cookie crumbles. Had some tough matches, and my teammates didn't quite get there either. They didn't win any games. Well, they won some games. They didn't win any matches. So here we go. 1-5. I was 1-1 and 2-2. So you know what? That's the way it happens. And that's our draft for today. Hopefully better luck tomorrow. So join me tomorrow as we draft again. Hopefully to better results. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel and you won't miss a single draft.